Okay, my name is Roseleen Labazacchy. I'm a multidisciplinary visual artist based in Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. I work mainly with acrylic, oil and fabric on canvas, mixed media painting. I schooled in Osun State, my secondary school in Osun State, Golden Gate Foundation High School. Then from there, I went to learn at Nigerian Art Gallery. After then, I went to Emmanuel College of Education in Oyo. Then I began to train, and then I learned from Mr. Fatumbi. He's an artist too in Ibadan. He's based in Ibadan. Then I learned from Oluwole Omofemi. Then I'm working on myself. I'm working alone. Right from time I've been around art because my father is an artist, he's a lecturer. So I've always been creative, being the first daughter, and I've always been very close to him. So even when I was not at home, I was in the hostel, there was always this little, but I didn't even know I was going to be an artist anyway. It's just something I love doing, My father is a lecturer and doesn't really have time. He doesn't work. He only comes on weekend, again he's off. It's only a few times maybe you have some graphic because he's a painter too, but he has not really painted in my presence before. It's only school, weekend and all that. So when I left Nigerian Art Gallery, I learned tailoring too. So it was for fashion that made me into going to tailoring. Everything about my works now are different things I've encountered before. So they have psychological effects on me when I'm working and the way I see things. The turning point in my career so far was when I met Mr. Oluwole Omofemi, because even right from time when I was still learning on that tough art, I've always learned to, there's this kind of way when you have too much knowledge and you don't really know how to compose or discover yourself. You know this, that, but then there's this way that you can't just get it right yet. You understand? So I still remember some of those paintings then. I used Ankara before. When I was at Top Art, I used Ankara. I used fabrics, but Ankara. I used tie-dye, I used pattern fabric, not mainly tie-dye. So when I met Mr. Oluwole Omofemi, and then my painting really changed. My kind of thinking, it was when I was with him, I began to use my leaf print for my background. The works I started with before, I don't use leaf print. So from there, the leaf print, and I decided on the kind of fabrics I want to use. I don't want to use every other kind of fabric again. You understand? So that's when I started using only dyed fabric, and I started using the leaf print. So it really have a huge impact on my career presently. He said to me one day, he said, "Oh, Rose, you have too much inside of you, but you're limiting yourself." So I went back home. And I can remember for like 3 weeks, I didn't go anywhere. If I'm trying on my best to, what is it that I'm not doing right? So that was what resulted in one of the piece I love so much, even though I don't have the piece anymore. And it's one of the works people really like so much presently on my page. I did that work very early this year, but I kept it. I just wanted to discover myself. My creative process after getting my model set, I start with the background because of the leaf print. So I have to do the leaf print one by one. Then after that, I start painting. And the fabric is what I do last. So I use different mediums. I use oil on canvas. I use acrylics for my background, and I use fabric. So call it mixed media. All my work centers on African woman dignity, their self-worth, natural beauty. There is more to get for themselves. I put in much effort into them. I believe in hard work, doing things intentionally, and making progress in life. Those are what the messages I try to bring around my work. All of the works I'll be exhibiting, all of them are my favorites. All of them are my favorite, but I love this so much because kind of give me peace. The most challenging part of creating my works are my backgrounds and the laying of the fabrics. I want people to feel peace and encouragement. I want them to connect with it, having this fuel within you to just do different things. I don't know, maybe that's the way I think, yeah. The audience for my work are young women who might be finding difficulties in different aspects of life. And also, all youth, everyone needs to be responsible for themselves. As an upcoming artist, the biggest lesson I've learned so far, especially with my relationship with different people, especially females like myself, is that don't underestimate someone. Help anyone you can because you don't know tomorrow. I wish everybody success. Everybody. Like I wish myself.